Good morning. Welcome to morning meeting. So here's what's on my mind this morning. My family and I have spent at least half the summer traveling. We usually don't do it that way. At this time we decided to. So we had a couple trips back to back and they were both fairly long trips. So the first one, we went to Ireland and we were in Ireland for a little over 3 weeks and we drove. I'll get back to that in a minute. And then we came home and we were home for about a week and a half at the most. And then we left and we went to Los Angeles in California for a little over 2 weeks. More on that later in another video. So a lot of traveling in that period of time. In LA, we stayed in the same place for the whole time, but in Ireland, we didn't. We traveled all around and still felt like we didn't see everything we wanted to see. Isn't that crazy? We came back going, we could have easily spent a month or more in Ireland. So again, more on that in another video. This video is about driving in Ireland. And one really important thing to keep in mind when driving in Ireland. Yes, you've heard it right. The roads are rather narrow, very narrow. I have not really encountered that anywhere in my travels in the United States. Not really. They're very, very narrow. And when you are driving on these very narrow roads, they're typically lined with vegetation. Beautiful, beautiful vegetation. But behind that vegetation is a wall. There is always a wall. You need to keep that in mind. I said that. There is always a wall behind the beautiful vegetation. Always. So, side note, get the insurance for the vehicle. Just get the full insurance. You'll feel a lot better, more comfortable when you're driving on these roads. Because, as my husband pointed out, if the vegetation isn't smacking the side of the car, you're not over far enough. So keep that in mind. But I was thinking about all of this, and there's always a wall behind the beautiful, beautiful vegetation. And you can think about that in terms of yourself, right? We can put on this beautiful facade, but what's behind it? What really is behind it? What's holding it up or holding it back? That's what I want to be thinking about today. That's what I want you to think about today. What are you projecting out and what's beneath? And if the thing that's behind all of that is a scared, very frightened human being who doesn't want to take any risks, that's something to explore, right? Think about that for a little bit today and leave a comment. But future videos, I'm probably going to be talking quite a bit about Ireland and Los Angeles because there was a lot to see and a lot to do, and we had a lot of interesting encounters. See you later.